Have you been drinking or anything tonight?
No.
Got to smell it on you.
Well, I'm not driving that car.
You was driving another vehicle.
But I'm not driving right now.
But you was driving before.
I'm not driving right now.
Were you drinking before you came, after you came back, parked your car and come back?
Well, excuse me, I drive.
You know who he dumbass is. Okay, I didn't know who he is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't. Just a second. Alright, I'm going to loosen this cuff up a little bit.
No problem, sir.
So you can get this bracelet.
Not a problem, sir. Absolutely, they locking me up.
For what?
I don't know. He ain't told me yet.
I said public drunk.
Who? You didn't tell me that. I didn't hear you say that. What'd you say?
I said public drunk.
He says I'm drunk.
You're not drunk. What you mean?
I smell all over you.
He says
disorderly conduct.
He says he smelled it. Then he says disorderly conduct. They're just making something up.
Oh my God, man.
They just making something up. It's okay.
The man is clearly in the wrong.
Right.
It's okay. I ain't tripping.
Or you.
It's no problem, sir. Fix them exactly how you want them to be.
No, I'm fixing them for your somewhat comfort.
Well, I appreciate that. That you assume that I could be comfortable in handcuffs.
No, you're not going to be comfortable. I'm helping you out so it won't be too tight for you.
Thank you so much for the help.
All right, let's go.
It's weird. We towed 2 of his Mercedes and 1 of his Beamers this week.
All this week? For what?
Breaking down.
on 33, 10-7.
Camera recording started.
28, Robert Henry George, 3410.
How you doing, sir?
What's the problem?
This gentleman right here has been very disrespectful and unprofessional in dealing with me as a
You live here?
Yes.
Y'all live here?
Yes.
Who lives here? Which one?
We do.
All y'all?
I do. We own a house.
What's the problem?
We go through here. I caught him sleeping right here. When he finally woke up, I guess because he was startled, he kind of dealt with me and asked me where I was going, told him where I was going. He asked me what my name was, told him what my name was. My wife was on FaceTime. She called him and told him who I was. And because I guess he was so embarrassed that I caught him sleeping, he didn't open the gate as he should have.
Okay.
So I'm looking at him face to face. Open the gate, man. Open the gate, man. What are you doing? Open the gate. And he's still like, I don't know where you're going. I don't know. And I've told him where I'm going, told him who I was. I'm on the list. I own property here.
Okay.
And he's still being unprofessional. Finally, when he did open the gate, I asked him, what's your name, sir? I need to speak to your superior. What is your name? He never gave me his name.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
You can just call up the main. They know who's working. Call his boss. They don't know who he's working. You know.
That's fine. I came back up here because I wanted to get his name.
All right. Well, if he don't want to give you his name, he don't have to. So he eventually let you in, correct?
Yes.
All right. Y'all got your license?
Yes.
All right. Let me go talk to him. Just give him to him, please. Who are you? You management?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
his supervisor.
Shut the door. What happened?
He drove up. I don't know who he is.
Never recognize him.
No, I don't recognize who he is. So he drove up. I asked him what the address he's going to. Oh, my name is Harris. Look me up. Okay.
Was he driving? Was he the one driving?
Yeah, he was driving a white car. He brought it back and come back up here.
Whose car is this?
The gentleman that's in the black,
both
he the
together.
one drive the car, come
Apparently,
back.
I just got
he
here
came back.
in this
He come back up here.
He walked back.
He
up.
walked
He
back
walked
up.
back up here, and then the other guy came after him.
Okay. He was obviously mad.
Yeah, so he was cursing and threatening me, and
How was he threatening you?
he gonna show me something and whatever he gonna do to me and all that kind of stuff.
All right. Did he threaten to do any harm to you?
Somewhat in
It's not somewhat. I need. This is very important. Okay. I'm not trying to be around the bush.
yeah.
Because did he threaten your life?
Well,
He said, "I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to whip your ass. I'm going to do anything like that."
He said, I'm going to deal with you.
yeah,
I'm gonna deal with
he
you.
wasn't gonna deal with me.
So
Me
that
and
could
you
be.
come out.
That could be
Yeah,
calling
me
you
out the
or something.
guardhouse to come outside. So
He was
could
coercing him.
Yeah, trying to get him to come out. Alright,
So,
and that's about it.
yeah.
Does he live here?
I have no idea.
That's T.I., the rapper.
Oh, he is.
His wife is.
He is.
She-
He's the rapper.
Yeah, he's the rapper.
Mm.
His wife
I've never
lives
seen him.
in the facility, and
You think his shit don't stink?
right,
Yeah.
basically. To make a long story short,
Everything. Everybody bow down to
he
his
should have
butt.
known
Yeah.
who he was.
Yeah.
Is really kind of what set it off.
Yeah. So, his ego and all that kind of stuff, in his way. So that's why he acted the way that. Then the folk at his house calling, cursing at me and all that kind of stuff.
Now, what y'all want to do about this?
Well, I would like a report written, a formal report, and of course I can get it to our board and we can deal with anything further from that as far as review of the incident. But if we could just get a report.
Were you afraid of anything?
Yeah, I feel threatened because I don't know what. Because I don't know what this guy is capable of. He left. He said he gonna come back, and he did walk back up here.
Okay.
And he calling me out to come outside. We can go.
Do you want to press charges? for simple assault?
I mean,
It's yes or no. It's yes or no. Just think about it. Just think about it.
Yeah.
I want to go get us statement forms. Where you was hearing a little bit of it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I just came up.
For the last moment.
I'm in the back. I was in the back of the neighborhood, and so I was on my way here. And
I'll come back and get the statement form.
So I just want to make sure.
Let me know.
Okay.
I'll get his statement too.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a statement form so we can do a little report on this. Okay.
A statement for who?
All of y'all. Do you want?
I'm not gonna make no police statement.
133, 135.
I just want to do.
What's wrong with him? Time for a copy.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
With him? He's got warrant for his arrest.
334770.
Alright. Where's your address? Okay. He's got your ID. You don't want to write a statement? Alright. They saying that you drove, my understanding, what he's told me, you drove up here in your vehicle, and what you told me, you got kind of aggravated that he should have known who you were and all that, correct?
No, not really. He should have known who I was.
After he let you came back.
After I told him who I was.
Why did you ask him to come out? Telling him to keep coming out.
I just asked him to come out so he could explain to me who he was.
He wants you that.
Well, what's going on?
He has a possible warrant out of Gwinnett County.
A possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't want him,
he may need his cash.
You see?
Keep your cash so you can put it on your books. Count it.
Tell Clayton to 59.
Count it, keep it, and then put it on your books. Alright. Now.
Have you been drinking or anything tonight?
No.
Got smell it on you.
Well, I'm not driving that car.
You was driving another vehicle.
But I'm not driving right now.
But you was driving before.
I'm not driving right now.
Were you drinking before you came, after you came back, parked your car and come back?
Well, excuse me. I had a drink on the way walking up here. I had a long walk.
That's why I was asking.
Yes.
You were drinking?
I did. I was drinking on the walk.
Okay.
Yes, I was.
Okay. That's why I was asking. Alright. You gonna make a statement or not?
No.
Because they won't.
No.
Alright. You know who Dumbass is? Okay, I didn't know who he is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't. He's about to be 91. Drunk public.
Huh?
Public drunk. He drove here. He was driving. He's drunk as shit. He drove up here. Raised hell with them because he should have known who he was.
Well, I'm taking...
Threatening him.
So...
See Clayton 59.
Do we use the same...
Case number. Yeah. Just a second. They want to do a report. Security does.
You understand me? Yes, I do.
That's not appropriate.
Put your hands behind your back. I'm not. Unloose. Loosen up.
Why won't you look in your mouth?
Don't get in her face number one.
I'm not getting in anybody's face. You have me.
You're going for public drunk, sure.
Okay.
I'm tired of you.
Okay.
I'm sure they are too.
In the car so we can get this moved.
Yes, ma'am. It'll be towed. Sean, just a second. All right. I'm gonna loosen this cuff up a little bit
No problem, sir.
so you can get this bracelet.
Not a problem, sir.
Open your hand.
Absolutely, they locking me up.
For what?
I don't know. He ain't told me yet.
I said public drunk.
Who? You didn't tell me that. I didn't hear you say that. What'd you say?
I said public drunk.
He says I'm drunk.
You're not drunk. What you mean?
I smell all of you.
He says
disorderly conduct.
He says he smelled it. Then he says disorderly conduct. They just making something up.
Oh my goodness, man.
They just making something up. It's okay.
The man is clearly in the wrong.
All right.
It's okay. I ain't tripping. It's okay.
Just a second, bud. I'm trying not to mess your bracelet up.
No problem, sir. Just tell me what I need to do. I'm not going to resist, and I'm not going to.
That's why I'm helping you out, okay?
Yes, sir. Tell me what I need to do.
There you go.
That's good?
I'm fixing your handcuffs for you.
No problem, sir. Fix them exactly how you want them to be.
No, I'm fixing them for your somewhat comfort.
Well, I appreciate that. That you assume that I could be comfortable in handcuffs.
No, you're not going to be comfortable. I'm helping you out so it won't be too tight for you.
Thank you so much for the help.
All right, let's go.
I'm on the way.
91. Stay right there.
On the way.
That's it, work.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
What? Him?
Yeah.
No.
What'd you say? Ain't nobody bringing me to no house. I'm going to jail. This is what it is.
13391 for the next project. Will be in the transfer down here.
Yeah.
Where's your license? You have one on? Is it at the house? Just wait, I'll transport both of you if you want me to. Do the paperwork. You want to do the paperwork and I'll do it. Take them out. Or I guess do both of them if you want, either or. I don't care. Hey, tell him start 1051. Where's the car keys for his car?
I had it in my pocket.
Okay. I'm guessing this was it right here.
No, that's not it.
That's not it? Is this it? You sure you didn't put them in the car?
Let's see, I can't
believe it. Change, more change, money. Nope. It should be. Protect. I know you put some stuff inside the car.
What car?
In his car, in the window. His window's open. First name?
Clifford Harris.
H-A-R-I-S-S?
H-A-R-R-I-S.
R. What's your date of birth, sir?
9/25/80.
And you said your address was... Alright. Turn around and go that way. This way, bud. Sheila.
Walk?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you meant lean. I apologize.
Stop right there.
And so,
Have a seat.
Yes, sir. Would there ever be a
I do not.
28, I'm
Happy.
number 3,
That'd
number
be a
3.
time for me to ask a question.
Shoot, go ahead.
Okay, so may I know again what I'm being arrested for?
Public drunk, disorderly conduct.
Public drunk. What qualifies me for public drunk?
Got smell alcohol on you.
That doesn't mean public drunk.
All right, have a seat.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. I am getting your face like that? No.
So,
I don't put up with that. I mean, he's clearly drunk, so.
Something. We just need your name.
Officer Gibbs.
And is there a number for the case number?
Yes, ma'am. I'll give it to you as soon as I get it.
It's GIBBA?
Yes.
Okay.
Person that interviews you, so my name will be on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you probably want to make copies of it when you get done.
Yes,
Do me a favor, write that, tell me exactly what happened. Threats, all that mess.
Okay.
135, you want to be reading it?
Where are you pulling on? Case number? Okay.
Yeah, I'll just do a sub for.
Okay.
Sorry, so this is only one lady who's going to take it? It's going to be 9442, 9442.
944.
Clear.
You gonna take him?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just do a sub.
That's
That
cool.
way I got him, and then you can.
Or you can call Clayton and say, yeah, that's something they want to pick up.
Yeah, I can do that.
Either or. They're willing to do that. Sometimes they are, sometimes not. They did it for Jones.
I'll call him.
You got extra A and B? All right now. Thank you. One 33. Name, date of birth.
133.
Harris, Clifford, 9/25/80. What's my password?
135, my 91 down.
Yeah. 135 is 450.
Can you give the address here one more time?
Yes, 100 Eagle Landing Way.
Nissan Altima 2.5 SS registration is apparently suspended. No valid insurance coverage.
No insurance.
No NCIC record for vehicle. Licenses for
Hey, car don't have no insurance either. You want to write up a citation for that? You want me to? Huh?
You can have it.
Is Clayton picking him up or what?
Nah, I can go with you or you just want to take it?
It don't make a crap of me. If you're erasing him, you need to do the citation. Since it's going, I don't have to do another C, A, and B. Because no insurance on that A and B.
Okay. I got you. It's his car, right?
Yeah. He drove it up here. That's what they told me.
He drove.
He did. It's RHG 3410.
Sorry, sir.
Good.
Clifford Harris, Atlanta, C-Valley 25.
Denver, what's his OL?
048 723 63.
Radio. Can I have a separate 1011?
What?
No. Same everything because it's the same incident.
That makes sense.
Huh?
You got your own charges. I got mine.
Same incident because we arrested them at the same time. They were together. Same case number. I'll just put his info because the only arrestable offense he's got your warrant. It's the same thing if you pull someone over and you got multiple subjects. Same thing.
Alright, radio. My bad. Cancel that 1011 you just gave me.
Will I have an opportunity to tell my wife where to come get me from?
When you get to the jail.
Sure. But not before then, I can't tell her?
No, sir.
Okay. And which jail is it?
Henry.
Henry County, okay. Will there be a bond?
Oh, yes.
I'm saying, will I know it before I get there?
No, sir. This is, your address is...
No.
Is that wrong?
No.
So you live in there? Keys, I think, is in cargo check. Now I'm doing the impound check right now for you.
Okay, you got all the information on the car you need?
Yeah. I just got, let me do an impound, let me go through it real quick.
Alright.
Let's see. Here, keep his phone and walk now. You come over here now. Huh?
I thought you were gonna take a boat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
doing it. I got it right here.
You're unreadable.
Hey, I'm not. If you want to not write them the citation, you can. I'm not.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'm just gonna take them for the warning. Take them, yeah.
You were with who?
Corner lot, boss. It's weird. We towed 2 of his Mercedes and 1 of his Beamers this week.
All this week? For what?
Breaking down. Actually, in the last 2 days.
Well, this is his buddies. Yep. Threatened them. And this poor guy came out here probably trying to calm him down. And got into it. Got him arrested basically. If he was down here, he wouldn't been down here. They would have got arrested. No, he got locked up too. He's got a warrant for his arrest.
here or around Alright, I appreciate it. Boss man, while you're doing that, I'm gonna pull through the gate. They
Sounds good.
load it up there.
Things that don't agree with each other. However, there are some things that always agree, like Toyo tires and drivers looking for people who drive Toyo tires.
Come on, dude.
I'm gonna put his money and ID back in his wallet.
Yeah.
And this is his A and B.
Okay.
And I'll just do a sub how I got him 91.
What the heck? Cancel. Oh my goodness gracious. Close. And more close. Close it. That's all we're gonna put.
Alright, I'm gonna move him over.
He lives in his trunk.
You got extra cups? I'm move him over here, boss.
Y'all done here? The case number you wanted is not, let me write it down right here. 1H-9442. And let me put my name on there. You gonna make a copy of it?
Mr. Gibbs?
Yeah, I'll just put it down here.
I messed up.
That's okay. What time?
It's
5:12.
5:12. This all started at approximately 4:15. So crazy. Waste of time. Getting free money. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how I do it either sometimes.
You don't know either?
I don't put up stupidity, that's number one. Here you go, bud.
You get the scratches on the front walls?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I guess, I mean,
I can white it out.
I'm not sure. Yeah, white out. On my report, I'll make sure I put this address down for y'all.
Okay.
So, I always put the work address.
I'm gonna have to rewrite it.
You don't have to rewrite, Yeah.
I put my
You scratch it out.
address on.
Just scratch out. I'm fine with that.
His A and B is right there.
Cool.
You still 100?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm about dead.
Yeah, might as well. You good now?
Yeah. 12% blue.
133, units 162.
Yeah, you did. 135, you can show me 10-8, 55 supplemental, 91 with the home subject. Gibbs is, 133 is gonna transport. We got anything older?
Yeah, I've got a 3 on 50 Evergreen Way.
Okay, right.
It's going to be 50 Evergreen Way, the South Wind Point maintenance shop. Main shop at rear of complex. Maintenance shop at the rear of complex.
Dispatch to the 35 dispatch time.
Number 33.
Another sheet of paper? Okay.
If you want me to get you with my boss.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. He's got all the other stuff. I gotta go
Okay.
check on him. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go, sir.
Awesome, bro.
Alright. I had got the other one back on the machine.
Oh, you did?
A little rough.
That's all.
But alright.
You got it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Here, do me a favor. Sign on both copies on the bottom.
Alright.
Thanks, sir.
All right.
133 radio wins. Must appear court date.
Sirius is 628.
Is there any way you can get that belt on that side all the way up towards you? Yeah, it's on your right hand.
Oh, it's up. It's up.
Oh, it's up. Can you look towards him, please? Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. You do the same, please. .33 radio, 1015. Started miles is 009 for both of them.
About 32.
Okay, go.
Many of the things are oftentimes people, the way they view God. He's not hovering over you, looking for something to condemn you for. Look at all this. He says, cast all your cares.
0002.
He says, after you've suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself perfect, confirm, strengthen, and establish. Well, when you think about how people feel about God and the way they think, let's think about the way some people think about it. Well, naturally, some people say, well, there is no such thing as God. God is a mental concept. He is the creation of those who are weak, and therefore they have to have something to believe in, somebody to depend upon. And so God is the creation of man's own mental gyrations, and so they choke him up. Then there are those, for example, who say that God is an impersonal force. There's this impersonal force in the universe somewhere. It is not attainable, it is not reachable, it is not an animate object, it's impersonal, it cannot help you. It's just this impersonal force out there somewhere that sort of governs things. Then there are, of course, those people who believe that God is this benevolent Father whose only sees good in all of his children. And therefore they parade the theology that one of these days, no matter what happens and no matter who you are and how you act, God's going to take us all to heaven. We're going to all end up in the same place, so don't let it bother you. That's how we're all going to be. Then there are, of course, those people who believe that God is a God of law and justice and judgment and condemnation. And so they see him ruling and reigning from his throne, and he's got a record book. He's keeping score. Score how many sins we commit. He's keeping a record of all the bad things we do. And therefore, he has rules and regulations and laws, and we have to live up to these laws and these regulations. We have to perform in order to be accepted by this God. And if we're to be accepted by him, we're only accepted if we perform properly. And you wonder, well, how good do I have to be, and how can I please this God? Well, if I have to read so many prayers, how many prayers? If I have to give so much money, how much money? If I have to perform a certain way, how much do I have to perform, and how long, and how much, and when, and where? How will I ever know when I please him? And so what happens is they live in the bondage of a God of fear, and a God of condemnation, a God of judgment, a God who operates on the basis of laws and rules and regulations. And so what happens? God almost becomes an enemy to their peace and happiness and contentment, because, you see, they're trying to live up to some ethereal kind of person out there somewhere they believe in. Can't be touched, can't be felt. It's almost like he's unattainable. But what I want you to see is this, that the emphasis, when you come to the New Testament, for example, you come to the New Testament, and what you're going to find the entire emphasis on the goodness and the grace and the love of Almighty God. And you know that the only people Jesus ever really got on their case, and I mean scold them and condemn them and judge them, were the religious leaders, not the sinners out there. The woman at the well been married 5 times. He didn't say anything like that to her. Zacchaeus was a tax collector. He found him up the tree. He'd been cheating people, and it was a dishonor to his own country because he's working for the Romans. He didn't say those things like that against him. The woman caught the very act of adultery. He didn't condemn her. Where do we get this kind of God who's keeping score? You don't find that in the New Testament. So I want you to look, for example, for a moment in John, the 1st chapter. Let's clear up something here. John chapter 1, beginning in verse 14. And the Word became flesh, that is, God became flesh in the person of Jesus Christ, and dwelt among us, and we saw his glory as of the only begotten from the Father, because he and the Father are one. Listen to this, full of grace and truth, not full of condemnation and judgment, full of grace and truth. Full of grace and truth, not full of law and judgment. John testified about him and cried out, saying, this was he of whom I said, he who comes after me has a higher rank than I, for he has existed before me. For of his fullness we have all received, and listen to this, grace upon grace. John the Baptist Old Testament prophet, last of the Old Testament prophets, came to introduce the Lord Jesus Christ, identified him by the river as the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. Here's what he said. He said, he's full of grace and truth. And he says, speaking of himself too, we have all received grace upon grace. What does grace upon grace mean? It's exactly what it means. It means this. God who expresses his grace toward us in so many ways. Let me define grace. Grace is God's goodness and kindness that is manifested toward us, that has nothing to do with how much we're worth or whether we deserve it or not. It has nothing to do with the fact that we've merited it. It is in spite of the fact that we do not deserve it. So that God's grace is his goodness and favor toward us without regard to our worth or whether we merit it or not, because we could not. And so what happens is that God dispenses grace to you and me in multitudes of ways. For example, you slept all night and you awoke this morning. You awakened this morning and you are alive. That was an act of God's grace. You're healthy, you're strong, an act of God's grace. You're clothes to wear, an act of God's grace. Something to drive, of God's grace. Your place you live. In fact, God is dispensing his grace continuously, unendingly, all the time to us. And so oftentimes we miss it. We don't even recognize these are genuine expressions of the grace of God. We think in terms of what we do and what we've achieved, what we've accomplished, and what we have, what we've saved and our security. You have nothing apart from the grace of God. And all you can do is scrape and grovel in life, trying to get a little bit more happiness, a little bit more peace, a little bit more joy, only to realize it's not going to ever happen. And so the truth is we're all recipients of grace. Now what does he mean when he says grace upon grace? Here's what it means. That God graces us with his goodness and kindness. And you know what? Before we can even finish enjoying that, what's in it? He just piled on some more. And some more, and some more, and some more. In every single aspect of your life, what's God doing? He's expressing his love and goodness and kindness and graciousness to us all the time. Then notice what he says. For the law, that is the law of Moses, all those ceremonial laws and social laws of the Old Testament were given through Moses. Grace and truth were realized, became a living reality through the Lord Jesus Christ. And the Old Testament, you say, well, what was the good of all that? God chose a nation of people, a group of people, from Abraham originally, and then, of course, the whole Hebrew nation. He chose them in order to give them the law of God. Because remember, the pagans, the heathens of those days, God reached down and spoke to Abraham. He became the father of a whole nation. God raised that nation up to do what? To teach them the truth, in order that they may teach the world around them the truth. And so we have the Ten Commandments. He gave them social laws, he gave them ceremonial laws, and all of those things which Jesus said that when he came and he fulfilled all that. He didn't violate the law, he fulfilled it. So while in the Old Testament the emphasis was law, teaching and instructing the people how to live a sanctified life. That's why some places you couldn't touch, some things you couldn't touch. Why? They were sacred unto God. This was a process of learning. Now, in the New Testament, we live in the day of grace. And Jesus came to explain and to personify that very message of grace. And this is why you see him and dealing with all the kind of people he dealt with. He's not condemning them and judging them. What is he doing? Lifting them up, encouraging them, forgiving them. He said to that woman caught in act of adultery, neither do I condemn you, go and sin no more. Now, Zacchaeus, come down. I know what you're doing. I'm going home and have lunch with you today. And so what do you see Jesus doing? Forgiving, helping, loving, encouraging, all through his ministry. You and I live in an age of absolute grace. Now, when you look at how people think about God, you see, here's what I want you to understand. If you don't understand who Jesus is, you don't understand why he came, you don't understand what he's up to, you don't understand his viewpoint, you don't see his point in your life, you think about God out yonder somewhere and you can't quite figure him out, and you think, well, I want to trust this God, I want to believe in this God. You leave Jesus out of it, you know what? There's this big void. There's this big vacuum. Because what you will naturally do, you will end up trying to live up to. You'll end up trying to measure up. Measure up to what? that your interpretation of what this God who rules and reigns up yonder somewhere is all about. That is not who Jesus is. That's not the God of grace the Bible talks about. The God of grace so loved you and me that he sent his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, into this world.
License 37-year-old male license holder
The God of grace and love and mercy and forgiveness and
non-commercial
kindness.
license is valid.
And then who really and truly desires to have a relationship with the Father, to have an intimate personal relationship with God. So I want to say to you, my friend, no matter what you have been taught, no matter what you have heard, no matter what God you have believed in, no matter what prophet you may have heard and taught about, let me ask you a question. Does it sound like the one true God, that he's lurching over you, waiting to condemn you? That you have to wake up in the morning knowing that you're waking up to a God who is angry with you? Who said he's angry with you? Did Jesus leave the message that the Father is angry at you? That he's going to condemn you? That he's keeping score on you today? Measure up? Does he ever say measure up? No. You know why? Because he's a loving God. And the Lord Jesus Christ came and fulfilled the law that Moses talked about. Who was God in Christ Jesus, walking among men, when he died to sin that the entire world's pain. If God were an angry God, lurking over you, and waiting to do something wrong, why would he send his only begotten Son? To make it possible to be saved, forgiven, and to live in peace and joy, and happiness and contentment in your life. It doesn't make sense because it's not true. What is the truth about this God? Well, when you come to the New Testament, for example, here's what you find. You find that the word grace is all through the New Testament. God's goodness and kindness and love for us, in spite of what we deserve. Not because we deserve it, because we have the inheritance of our heart, but just because he's a God of love. And what you discover is this: all through the New Testament, the theme is grace. God's goodness and love and mercy toward his children. Did we sin against him? Yes. What's grace all about? Forgiveness, kindness, and understanding. Does that mean we can live any old way you want to live and get by with it? No. Because God disciplines his children. And sometimes discipline is very painful. You say, well, if he loves me, and if it's a God of grace, what's this discipline business? If God did not discipline us if we sin against him, that would be a God of grace. That's not kindness. That's not goodness. That's not love. Allowing us to get by with something that he knows will cause us to ultimately destroy life could not possibly be an act of grace. It is an act of careless indifference. That's not who he is. He's a God of grace. And so all through the scriptures, and what you find when you read the epistles, for example, in every single epistle that Paul wrote, from Romans all the way to Titus,
I got 2 meals.
Here's the way he begins. His salutation. He will say greetings or whatever it might be. In every single one, you can look him up in the Bible. In every single salutation, he will say something like this: grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Why would he say that in every single epistle? Do you know how he closes every single one of them? Here's how he closes every single one of them. The grace of the Lord Jesus Christ be with you. Why? Because he's trying to get across the message of who God is. He is this awesome God of inestimable, indescribable, fathomless grace, goodness and love and mercy. That's the message he wants us to understand. What motivates people to love God? What motivates people to serve God? What motivates people to want to live a godly life? What motivates us to love God is the love of God. What motivates us to love God is his grace. That's what it is. And so you look at the scriptures and you see this the God of grace. And you see Clifford